be worth the extra credit.
Miss O said that we get like 5% more in our grades if we played the game. I think that's a pretty good deal.
Okay, but what if we don't and just say we did?
We have to do a written reflection about it tomorrow. I think she will know if we make things up. Can I grab those? Thanks, Karen.
Sorry I'm late.
Hey.
Hey.
Someone misgendered me in the bathroom, and I spent 5 minutes trying to decide if I should say something or not.
Yeah, I noticed how this building only has gendered washrooms. That's really messed up. Should we start?
How do we play?
One of us will pick a card and read the word on it, and everyone else has to guess the definition or give an example. Then you press the buzzer when you think you know the answer. Do you want to start?
Sure. The first word is racism.
Easy. Discrimination based on race.
It's like how you two always call her Karen because she's white.
That's not racism. At most, that's a stereotype that all white women have generic names like Karen.
But that's like an assumption that Karen is some out of touch, I'd like to speak to the manager type of white woman. It's pretty insulting.
Well,
That's prejudice. If I started treating all white women as Karens and didn't want to be friends with them and refused to hire them because of it, that would be discrimination.
Can I just
But
say-
it's about race.
Racism is more than just about one person of one race being mean to another.
Well, it says here that for centuries, black and indigenous people and people of color have been oppressed based on the myth of white supremacy. The idea that white people are somehow inherently better than everyone else because they're white.
Exactly, and a lot of people still believe that.
Not just that, white supremacy is built into the institutions we still navigate every day. Our economy, justice system, education system, and so on. These systems continue to place white people at advantage and black and brown people at a disadvantage in a big way. And they've been around for so long that we just assume they're natural. Whatever we do as individuals to discriminate against white people is never close to that.
I still think we should stop calling her Karen.
My name is actually Karen, though.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Next. Colonialism.
Colonization is when countries like Britain and France came over and took over control of other countries to exploit them. They exploited natural resources and eventually left, like the British in India, or they stayed and settled, like the so-called Canada.
Hey,
That's extractive colonialism. Now, if I'd forced Kyla out of their seat, sat there and ate their chips, that would be settler colonialism.
can I have them back now?
Close. Colonialism just isn't from the past. It continues on today. Imagine if every time you did the same thing back to Kyla, but this time you only gave her 1 or 2 chips back and then got angry at her and called her greedy when she asked for the whole chips back.
But it was mine to begin with.
Exactly. Can we move on?
Okay, this time I'll read the definition and we can guess the term. A special right or advantage granted or available only to a particular group or person.
White privilege. And I'm not just saying that because she's white.
Okay, privilege is also if you're like male or rich or educated
Or straight, or cis, or able-bodied.
and so on. I'm pretty sure the card is just like talking about privilege in general, including white privilege.
Yeah, and not all white people are. What?
Cut it out with the white fragility. We're not saying that white people can't have difficult lives. They just can't have difficult lives because they're white.
Okay. The next card is tokenism.
Oh, I have a great example of that one. Last week, the student council were taking their group photo in front of the school, and they asked me to be in the front row because they wanted an Indigenous person there.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not on the student council.
Are you sure they just didn't make a mistake? You're reading too much into it.
Definitely not. I know when I'm being tokenized and when someone actually wants me there because I'm contributing meaningfully to it.
I think we should trust that Nova knows what he's talking about. I've definitely noticed things like that before.
So, Tokenism is when marginalized people are invited to do something to give the appearance of diversity.
But it's like they don't even care about what we bring to the table or what we have to say.
Exactly. What's next?
Does this game ever end?
I don't think so.
So the next word is
Shouting revolution, breaking these traditions, constant evolution, shifting up positions, not asking for permissions, firm in this wisdom, foothold in a galaxy, challenging these systems. Shouting revolution, oh wow, breaking these traditions, constant evolution is a shifting up positions. Shouting revolution, breaking these traditions, constant evolution, shifting up positions, not asking for permissions, firm in this